actually literally what actual professional surgeons do with like your gut viscera. They just shove it back in there and just like somehow magically the gut viscera just works itself out. Just like, yeah, no, I know where I'm supposed to go.
That is an excellent way to start the session with a discussion of gut viscera and how
Don't know if it works
properly
for
settled.
skeletons. I don't think anybody's tried it, but you know, just saying, the gut viscera, it just knows.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's in the cage needs special placement. Anything outside of the cage, just make it fit the suitcase. That's it.
I'm in a flesh suitcase of emotion.
I'm gonna throw up.
We could just build him an exoskeleton and just turn Wangdoodle into an invertebrate. I feel like that's actually in some ways easier.
Wangdoodle.
Yes, the dread suit. It's perfect.
Would
You know,
love him
dragons
if he
are
was warm?
basically large lobsters.
Exactly.
Are we?
Sometimes blue lives forever. Hard exoskeleton. I see it.
Yeah.
I'm not a dragonologist, but I don't think that's right. But I also don't know enough to dispute it.
I agree.
I also love that I'm only useful until Rain loses concentration.
That's not true. That's why I true polymorphed you and just turn you into a giant fucking ape. Once my spell wears out, you're just permanently a fucking dragon, my guy.
Or a cat, depending on
Or
what
a
you
cat,
choose.
yeah.
Well, that's
You
another
you
choice.
could
That's a
become
totally
cat
different
at
choice.
I do have the ripcord. We do have the ripcord, but
I
you know.
did propose to Christina that you could just be Jetpack Cat from Overwatch. Like that's an option on the table right now.
It also doesn't specify what kind of cat, and one of my characters had a dragon cat that can like spit a little bit of fire and like live in my pocket.
Wait, Wangdoodle's having a major character arc. I love this
No,
idea,
I would-
Garbella.
I would take this only if I could be Salem to the party's Sabrina. That's
Who is the party's Sabrina in this scenario?
literally the rest of the party.
I think it has
Okay.
to be you because you
Teenage
That's
witch?
spellcaster.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Gotta be
I-
Rain.
I
Gotta
guess
be
by
right.
elf standards, Rain's a teenager. Sure.
Yeah.
Sabrina the Teenage Witchblade? Question mark? Just saying.
Okay. I don't like where
Actually,
these parallels are going.
But also, it's possible to note that closest spellcaster to a witch in D&D is probably Warlock.
Yeah.
And I think Kozlo has the most levels in Warlock now. So maybe
I was
it could be
kind of leaning
Kozlo,
towards Kozlo.
Kozlo Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, actual
And-
teenager.
I'm on board
Actual
with this.
teenager for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, that leaves us with the after-school special arc of teenage pregnancy. Kozlo.
Yeah.
No!
Oh no.
Kozlo, we have
Green
to teach you about
fingers-
the birds and the bees.
The Greenfinger clan can
Hey!
live a long time. They just don't.
And this is the cat I have. for the
Teach
record.
him about the birds and the
Fucking
bees, and it's just me telling him about my life.
Cute as shit. Dinosaur cat.
When
Oh my
I
God,
was
that's so
a young
normal.
bird, my father.
I mean, he still exists. He never died.
Kozlo, you worked for Blizzard, right?
Yes. For a
Did
long
you know
time.
Alex?
So many Alexes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to narrow that
You're
down.
gonna, you're gonna have to.
Do you have any
You
idea
mean-
how little that
The local
Alex,
The local
the
one.
one that you saw, we saw her at Able Baker when we went there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alex Ackerman. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to sit next to each other.
Okay, so my realtor is friends with her too. Like she's in that group.
Oh, nice.
She runs with us. So.
Sick.
Everyone's connected. Except for Wangdoodle to his skeleton. Let's start the game. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Arctis. Oh, I like Dinosaur Cat. I got distracted, but I think Jetpack Cat is also very viable, if not a complete, I might get a trademark infringement notice. But anywho.
Well, technically, it's not a jetpack. It would be like a rocket satchel.
I'm confident. Yeah, I'm confident that the artificers can rig something jetpack adjacent up that is legally distinct.
That we can legally call something else.
It is an autonomous feline propulsion system.
There you go.
Oh.
I'd also be somewhat surprised if Blizzard actually managed to trademark Jetpack Cat.
Yeah,
Is
right?
that even the character's name? I actually literally have no
It is
idea.
It is.
genuinely the
Yeah.
character's name. Well,
Oh,
supposedly the cat has some other name, but they call it Jetpack Cat. Kind of like how Wrecking Ball, the hamster, has a name, but no one knows what it is.
Yep. Is just ball or
Yep.
hamster.
I just call him Hamston. That's it. Hamston checks in. Yeah.
Mm.
You've got Wimston and Hanston.
Well, we'll have to figure out your cute name in just a moment as we continue our adventures in the plane of air, because a lot of things have happened. And apparently, the most important thing is not the talk of the town. The most important thing is that Wangdoodle has lost his skeleton. But previously on Arctis, you all have quelled the fury of the slow-tainted Elder Tempest, and you have put an end to the white Abishai that brought the slow there in his body, that was put there from the green Abishai's experiment. But however, you did not have poisons on hand to develop an antitoxin like you did with your mother fixing. Instead, I put Wangdoodle. Okay, apparently I can't spell. Wangdoodle had no choice but to tattoo the Tempest and himself to transfer the slow different hosts. However, the wild magic has had disastrous consequences, as Wangdoodle has now become a sentient puddle of silly putty, and the skeleton has been stolen. The wild magic ravaged his mortal form. In addition, the Heart of the Storm, the magical crystal that controlled the winds, was shattered by the Elder Tempest in order to dislodge the white Abishai from its crystalline prison. Rain had turned Wangdoodle into a dragon using true polymorph. But Wangdoodle still has the slow inside of him. Would the slow devour him from the inside as it tried to do to his mother's Sick? And would he become quickly ill? Or would you leave the plane of air in a worse state than when you arrived? We continue now, as you all are looking at the consequences of Wangdoodle's actions. Wangdoodle, you felt feelings. At one point, you felt fine, tattooing the Elder Tempest and tattooing yourself, and transferring the slow from one vessel to another. However, a jolt of wild magic left you feeling, for a moment, incredibly relaxed, as if every muscle in your body had just let go. And then you found yourself quickly shrinking to the floor, looking up at the skies in a position that you've never quite experienced before, as your skeleton, your body. Your party had looked on in horror as you went completely boneless, and though the Elder Tempest breathed a sigh of relief, your body has been permanently. As a stopgap, Rain turned you into a dragon, but now you can feel the effects of the slow on your magical new form. It is gut-wrenching pain that causes your vision to swim, feel weak. While you are a dragon, you will suffer the effects of exhaustion, and it will not go away with a long rest. And slowly, ever so slowly, it will get worse. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find your skeleton and put it back in a proper position? Or will the slow eat away at your body and eventually lead to your death? The Elder Tempest now lies exhausted, as you have all healed it up to a relatively decent amount, and the fury of the storm around you is slowed to a dull roar. However, shattered remnants of the heart of the storm lie in front. Crystal shards are scattered over the ground, broken. Era, your curious companion, looks on in horror. She quickly moves up to the side of the Elder Tempest, cradling the ancient being's head. One of them in her hands. For a moment, she places her forehead to the forehead of one of the heads of the Elder Tempest. And Grabella, since you are close to her, can hear her whispering, saying, "It's going to be okay. Going to be okay." She clearly feels a great deal of worry for the massive crew. Problems are problems. Party, I will let you discuss what to deal with first. The broken heart of the storm, or your slow-filled, boneless kobold friend? Floor is yours.
I mean, don't kobolds just want to be dragons anyway? It seems like that problem's been solved.
Oh,
It's a polymorph, though. It doesn't last.
possibly. Rain used true polymorph.
Ah.
The Wangdoodle will be a dragon, but the problem is, he has slow inside of him. Will eventually kill him.
I mean, that just sounds like what Wangdoodle would have wanted.
I mean, yeah,
honestly,
no.
I agree.
Okay, I guess I die then.
This is what we're all like having a eulogy over like Wangdoodle's like fully fucking formed adult dragon form. Like, it's really what he would have wanted.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there, it's like, all right, the person in charge of my paycheck says I'm dead. The person who can help me reconstruct myself says I'm dead. It's all right then.
Wangdoodle, you don't have to speak Draconic, right?
That's really good.
Like there are other languages that you probably know in that form, like Common.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have my memory of how to speak, my stuff.
Actually,
Wow.
actually, you kind of don't. You don't have any of your skill proficiencies or anything.
That's fantastic because, there was the idea of, well, I could tattoo myself, but,
Yep.
that would involve me doing more stuff that got us here. But if my
I
mom
guess
said
that's not
we can
technically
help,
a skill
it
proficiency.
works.
That would be up to Christina.
While they're talking, Kozlo is looking reverently at the floor, and he's like,
It's almost like we can still hear him with us today.
Okay, well then, Kozlo, if you're not gonna fix him, could you get the essence over there?
She'll point to the white Abishai essence under his butt.
Oh yeah, Wangdoodle never even got to pick it up.
Nope, he didn't. So that's somebody else's responsibility.
Oh, Wangdoodle does have it in his inventory. Apparently,
Oh, does he?
it's somewhere possibly under Wangdoodle's foot.
Oh, is that just the dead Abishai?
It could be.
It is,
Or
yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
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 Wang Dude just gonna go sulk in the corner.
You guys!
Wangdargan.
Wangdargan, while you suffer the effects of one level of exhaustion, all of your D20 rolls are going to be reduced by 2 times the level of exhaustion that you have. So anytime you make a roll, it'll be reduced by 2. While you are a dragon as well, your speed will be reduced a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion. However, your exhaustion will not be removed by a long rest, and will continue to get worse.
Sad dragon noises on realizing this information.
What is the sad dragon noise? Is it like a sad hyonk?
The saddest of gronks.
Oh,
Oh,
kind of like a whale noise, like a whale doodle noise.
Yeah, whales don't seem susceptible to the slow as much as dragon.
We could make you a space whale if you would prefer, Wangdoodle. This was just the first thing that came to mind.
well then he's forced to make wild Magikarp noises as he flails around on land. Carp.
No, space whales fly. Honestly, Christina.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Don't you?
Do I look
don't
like a
you
space
even know-
whaleologist?
Don't you even know the lore?
I don't. I'm
No.
afraid I am not. I am not learned.
Now I'm
well
just
versed in
wondering
space whale.
what the wild magic version of a magic carp is.
Wild magic
It's a
carp.
magic.
Yeah, exactly.
The most
That's
dangerous.
actually how you get shinies.
Like the boring answer is probably, casting some kind of powerful healing magic on him.
Regenerate his bones.
Yeah, like something like that, in theory. But also, I've only ever heard of it regrowing limbs. I don't know if a full skeleton is within the purview of the spell itself.
Am I still under the effect of the secret mind link?
Yeah,
As a
you would
full
be.
creation?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
Your forms change. It takes away any class features or proficiencies because it gives you the ones from the new form. That's all.
You do have some spells that you know. Detect magic, invisibility, mage hand, scrying, sending, and shatter. I would love it if you decided to cast spells while the slow rages on inside of you. This problem can only get worse.
I have
Or somehow better.
Christina's
have-
like tempt.
Would you like to make more wild magic rolls?
Alright, so who wants to help tattoo the dragon?
We just saw how that went. I don't know if we could change forms.
What are the
Yeah, I
chances
mean-
of two of us becoming boneless? I mean, really?
all we have to do is dedicate one of Rain's spell slots to true polymorph every day. You could be a different Wangdoodle.
No, again, true polymorph is a one and done. As long as I concentrate for the full duration, it is permanent.
So what I mean is, you could just continually recast it to turn him into something else. constantly.
Today
well, I
I'm
guess there
feeling
is that.
very ogre. Yes. Today you will be an ogre.
By your spell slots combined, I am Captain Wangdoodle.
We could make like a wild magic table of different polymorph things, and you just spin it every day. That's what you get turned into.
The slow has corrupted my core essence. My shape is not in my control.
And Rain, if you do turn him into a kobold, he gets kobold stats.
Yeah, because that's the thing. So, okay. Like a little bit above table so you guys understand how true polymorph actually works. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just make Wangdoodle again. I can turn him into something that has a CR of his level, like equal to his level or less. But players don't have CRs. They have levels. So I can't make him Wangdoodle, but I could turn him into, like, Johnny Kobold with, like, 2.5 hit points. And he
Not
still
that
wouldn't be able to
attitude.
do any of his artificer shit.
Oh, I like creature into object. That's... Are we
I
ready to
could-
objectify Wangdoodle?
Actually, Rain could turn Wangdoodle to stone here and just keep him in stasis for now. If that's what I could do that. I don't even need true polymorph to do that.
Yeah, you know what? Let's definitely put me in legally distinct kryptonite until we figure out where my bones are.
Let me see. I'm looking through. Yeah, I could otherwise make him a giant ape.
What, Rain didn't find the grimoire of returning a lost and stolen skeleton back to the original body? Unfortunate.
I could turn him into an object and then cast animate objects and have him doot along behind us, kind of like a balloon. I could do that.
Good God.
This is how you have those meat balloons. What are those things called? Those things are terrifying.
People.
The wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
There's an actual meat balloon creature that I have sent it Rain before. Forgot what they're called. But I hate them.
I mean, yes. It was. I think it was some Beholderkin that you sent me. I think is what it was. That was basically like, yeah, meat balloon. I do have heal because of my sanctum, but I don't think that's. I don't think that's gonna address the core underlying lack of infrastructure issue.
I do want to throw this out for anyone who may be feeling a little weak after that fight. If you can, among my effects that are clearly no longer around my person, my wand still has 2 charges of what is that spell called? The level 1 healing one? Cure Wounds?
Your wounds, yeah.
So there's 2 charges of level 3 Cure Wounds in the wand. It's just an action to use it, so if you want to, feel free.
That brings me back around to the idea of the use some sort of advanced healing spell to just generate some new bones for Wangdoodle. Because the other ones have been stolen. We don't know where those are. And they were stolen in such a way that they were just suddenly not there.
Are you telling me I could be standing up inside a medical school? Or even worse, sitting in
Wait
a
a
pawn
minute.
shop?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is a brilliant idea, actually, Kozlo. Rain could cast Gate on Wangdoodle's bones to summon Wangdoodle's bones to us. Now, it does leave a gate with wherever the bones are attached there standing, so whoever is currently in possession of Wangdoodle's bones could just like walk through and be like, what the fuck, guys?
Well, that means we can find out how they got his bones and beat him up.
I really want the gate to open and it just goes to some random magical pawn shop somewhere. And the guy behind the counter is like, oh, some guy just came in. They're mine now.
No, they were appraised for below market value.
I'm sorry, I need to wait for my bones guy, my skeleton guy, to come and take a look at these. I don't know what to offer. They're gonna sit on my shelf for a really long time.
Best I can do is half a femur.
You happen to be sitting on the brood of 6/6 bones. How did you get these? Did you kill them? No, they just appeared there.
Actually, if you look at these markers, this isn't actually a true brood of 6/6, an acquired brood of 6/6. That's it's not nearly as valuable. I would say it's, 2 electrum pieces per bone.
Yeah, I just bought the storage unit. I didn't even know what I had.
Yeah, they fell off the back of a truck. I do like the gate idea.
Yeah.
I mean, the gate idea solves like the least of our problems, though, which is like finding Wangdoodle a skeleton.
That's the least of our problems? I think there's at least one dragon kobold that might disagree with that now.
No. We have so many ways of assembling an acceptable skeleton or finding an acceptable skeleton for Wangdoodle. It's inserting said skeleton without killing Wangdoodle, I think that is the chief concern here.
I'm an artificer. I'll figure something out.
If we're willing to risk it, I have Mage Hand, which can help Guy.
What if we made tiny little incisions along his skin and like held them open and then used a cannon to blast the bones into there at full force against like a metal plate wall? It'll be incredibly painful
for you.
But
thank you for putting Pirates of the Caribbean in my head. You just hear, "Stop blowing holes in my skin."
Yeah, I think this kills the Wangdoodle.
I like how C-Swab's medical training is just like, yeah, blow it off or sear it off. That's really all we can do.
It's fine.
Yeah, but you just go in one go. So,
like,
like, once the pain is done, the pain is done. You don't have to keep having more pain by doing it bit by bit.
I mean,
I'm trying to remember.
Rain looks to C-Swab, and then Rain looks back over to Kozlo, and just like, I don't know who's crazier right now, actually.
I mean, Kozlo at this point is primarily just excited about the possibility of $1 Million Manning Wangdoodle back together.
Right. I mean, that seems fine. Sure. I also said, technically you have that suit of adamantine you're carrying around. We could literally just make Wolverine Wangdoodle.
Oh.
We did discuss this last week.
That is an option on the table.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Wangdoodle! you want to be an X-Man?
The dragon looks slightly confused as to what you mean. And then puts two and two together, nods aggressively.
Okay, I am now fully in support of Operation Adamantium Skeleton.
critical point to point out. If Kozlo can't technically be carrying that shit around, can Wangdoodle as his skeleton? I don't know. How much of his carrying capacity would his skeleton be at that point?
That is a very good question. I don't know what Wangdoodle's base strength is,
Is there a baseline weight value to the character's body by itself?
I don't.
You have a weight, right? Like, do you have a weight for your character?
Yeah, I've kind of hand-waved a lot of the encumbrance rules, so we might have to get creative. Let's get creative.
The other thought, if we wanted a lighter metal that is still strong, we do still have, I'm pretty sure, a whole bunch of Feronian brass. And brass is literally a metal that was used because it was strong but light.
Do you only made it the most expensive material in the land?
Both an option, both potentially having upsides and downsides.
Yeah, I think that so maybe to producer this a little bit, forgive me. I think we're at a single decision point here, which is, do we want to take this opportunity to upgrade Wangdoodle, or do we just want to try and one-to-one replace Wangdoodle? I think this is kind of our first decision tree here as a party.
What does Wangdoodle
probably should? Yeah.
How does Wangdoodle feel about this?
So far, he only likes the bones, from what we can tell.
I mean, I'd love to have the bones back.
Or I mean, the adamantine bone idea is the only thing he's wiggled his head about.
You're just reinforcing the foundation at that point. And yes, naturally, I think about that, and I think about getting an extra melee weapon because it's now built into my body. If we go the full image, right? Which just gives me another thing to store spells on.
I also love that you would be in no way be proficient with fucking adamantine claws coming out of your fucking hands, so it'd be the dorkiest thing ever. But sure, absolutely.
I wouldn't mind building an exosuit idea, especially if we were going to do something like Feronian brass. Is in that state is if that could also incorporate the cannons just into it, so instead of having the separate cannons, right, just build it into the suit.
Isn't that a whole different flavor? Isn't there a whole subclass of artificer dedicated to making an exosuit?
Yeah.
It's armor. Yeah.
Amazing. Love this for you.
At this point, I've dabbled into all of the artificer subclasses except cartographer, I think.
Yeah.
I think you really have. I think it's a question about Wangdoodle. Do you want us to do some kind of wacky upgrade situation, or do you want?
Yeah.
We can also just literally fabricate you a fucking skeleton. That's also a thing that can just happen.
Yeah, I mean, we could fabricate an exosuit. I'm on board with the adamantium skeleton thing. 100%. Let's do it.
Okay. Decision one has been achieved.
I guess to put it on the table, in Wangdoodle's mind, as long as his knowledge and what he has, like everything else is considered expendable because like, oh, lose an arm, just build another one.
But we are gonna make him write down the slow stuff, just in case. We've learned this lesson as well.
Yeah, progress goes back a while if the brain stops being...
Yeah. A little bit of that, a little bit like Kozlo should probably know how to do it at this point too.
The one memory card you cannot misplace.
Yeah.
We can literally just clone Wangdoodle, y'all. Like, that's not
Just make
like,
a
Wang can
new
just do
Wangdoodle.
that. Like, we could clone all of you guys if you wanted. You could all have clones sitting in back to tanks back home.
And
Oh,
that
that's what
becomes
we
a
need.
did-
Like
you did
6
offer
more
that.
Kozlos.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did offer
that was-
that though.
I was gonna say, do you want more than one Wangdoodle to exist on the same plane?
No. It's, okay, so here's the thing. The clone is a soulless vessel. There's nothing in it. It's just only when you die does it even...
Ah.
Yeah, your soul just immediately goes there instead of wherever your soul is supposed to go.
Great.
It's like a preemptive res is kind of how it works. But we need to solve your bone situation first, because I think if I cloned Puddle-Doodle, it would probably just be a puddle.
2 puddles.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that solves any problems.
I will say, I like the idea of having a Wangdoodle and a Wangtoodle.
Ah, yes, one to experiment on. I'm pretty sure there was a movie about this.
A Wangdu, as in the French word for two.
Oh.
I think
Le
Rain
Wangdoodle.
rescinds her offer.
Wangdoodle.
Wangdoodle! Oh!
Non.
Oh my god.
C'est magnifique.
So I think the next question we have to address then is, how are we gonna get Skeleton back inside of Balloon Doodle?
Yeah. Dragon Doodle.
Tongue in cheek, I jokingly suggested turning him into a ghost and just having him perfectly lined up before we turn it off. I don't think that will work, but it could be really funny.
If we want to do like any sort of necromancy coming back from the dead magic, Kozlo and Rebella and C-Swab at least do know a guy.
You do also literally have that cauldron.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could make Stew Doodle.
Ah,
I appreciate that
he's not a chorizo!
nothing about the actual magical elements of the cauldron. We're just going to use it as a big old pot.
Oh
Because it's
god.
got a fairy in it too.
You've two magical
that's
pots.
a different cauldron,
Yeah,
Rebella.
you've got your...
Oh.
We could put him in
I'm
a
talking
bottle,
about-
sure.
I'm talking about one of the many heavy pieces of equipment that Kozlo just carries around on his back everywhere now.
It doesn't weigh anything. It's completely weightless.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That
Sure.
seems sus.
The fattest goblin we've ever had.
It is actually
Oh,
a
it's weightless.
tiny pot. It is very small.
How does that work?
It
How do you
magically
how
grows.
do you fit it in?
Magic.
As a
Oh,
magic
okay.
action, you cause the cauldron to grow large enough for a medium creature to crouch
Oh,
within.
okay. That's totally reasonable then. Yeah.
Right now, it's about the size of like a bronze coffee mug.
I've had like this image in my head
Like a
of
Moscow
like
Mule mug.
Yeah,
Kozlo
yeah, that's what I was
wearing it as,
thinking.
like a backpack. There's just like big old bomb on his back, but it's a cauldron of rebirth. Like fucking Ziggs.
With the fucking adamantine armor in it. Yeah. He's just clanging around, failing every stealth check.
Well, that's just efficiency. It's just making use of the containers you already got.
Guys, I'm sneaking in! Clang, clang, metal sounds. Fucking.
That sounds correct, honestly. He would disagree.
Yeah, this party is about as subtle as one of Kozlo's bombs, let's be real.
So this thing raises. So we'd have to kill Wangdoodle. It wouldn't be the first time that we've murdered somebody to resolve a relatively inconvenient status effect.
Roxy could help.
Huh.
Can
we
you
just
kill
go to our
somebody?
little cult and make a whole thing out of it. It'll be fun.
Can you kill somebody and have them come back with an adamantine skeleton? Like can you put the skeleton in with the Wangdoodle puddle and just kind of stir it around? Is that a thing?
I like how it says, the spell closes all mortal wounds but doesn't restore missing body parts. If the creature is lacking body parts or organs integral for its survival, its head for instance, the spell automatically fails. So you would have to recover the bones.
Yeah.
But yes,
they have
potentially
to be the same bones.
you could stir them around.
Well, what I mean is, could we put everything in the could we put Wangdoodle in the cauldron and then just collect a kobold skeleton and throw that in there and be like, here you go, new bones.
HR getting a promotion potentially could work.
Oh,
Rain still has this manual of golem making. Flesh golems are one of the golems.
Okay, fucking hate that, but also possible.
Now we're into Frankendoodle territory.
We are yeah, that is straight Frankendoodle. Are you the bride of Frankendoodle? If Wangdoodle wishes to become a flesh golem, that is up to him.
Look,
okay,
we're
so
just like we're just riffing ideas on the whiteboard right now. Like Wangdoodle, chime in. Like, what is?
if I would need
is your
to
future?
die for the stew of rebirth to allow this all to work, there's an incredibly morbid option that I would like to consider.
Oh, please.
Listening.
Interested?
All right.
I'm curious what is incredibly morbid compared to what has already been.
They're taking
So-
shots out of the cauldron after Wangdoodle revives. But...
No, so a death would need to happen. But part of the knowledge that we don't have is what the slow poisoning does. So purely to experience its effects and death, continue to expose to it, give up fighting against it, and let that be the death.
Only if what we do cures the slow from your body too.
I mean, I'm at that point I'm dead, right? Which is what we need. Now, if it all works, and I retain any of that information, fantastic.
A test may be in order. Perhaps not on you, but you could put the slow in something else, test your theory, and see how it comes out.
Yeah, that was the note picked up from seeing those bodies on the table.
Now, when you were in the Green Abishai's lab, and you know that the slow was tested on humanoids, you did not find any traces of the slow. There were no burn marks in the floor. There were no capsules containing the slow. It is a bold assumption, but you could assume that that the slow possibly goes inert, appears upon the death of the host.
Intriguing.
An untested theory.
Huh. That would also be a question that could be answered. It's a gamble. It's a big gamble.
So, letting Wangdoodle die to slow poisoning, that solves how to get the skeleton, whatever skeleton we use, inside Wangdoodle, technically. As, well, and we just cut open Wangdoodle and assemble the parts, which I'm confident that Kozlo and Grabella MD, Grabella closest to MD, I guess, of anybody in the party.
That we have here, yes.
I'm looking at all y'all's medicine checks, and boy, this is bold. Bold,
Yeah,
I
I
tell
was
you.
And then we put him in the pot.
I was
Stitch
gonna
him back up,
say,
put him in the pot.
in response to all of the, well, this would kill Wangdoodle, I think most of our plans right now would probably kill Wangdoodle, just
Yeah.
based on our chances.
That's been my concern in general with like, yeah, this is all cool, guys, but how do we get the skeleton inside the Wangdoodle without killing him?
Magic!
Your highest wisdom in the party is sea swap.
Yeah, keep in mind, I have medical skill. I do not have wisdom or intelligence.
Well, lucky for you all, I still have this Iron Stone of Insight.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a +1 to, or well, it's +2 wisdom, so +1 wisdom bonus. I can give myself proficiency with medicine as part of the astral trance. Like Rain can swap one of her proficiencies on a trance rest. I don't know that Rain wants to be responsible
Wakes
for
up.
Wangdoodle surgery.
I'm a doctor.
Like Rebella does.
I had a dream that I was a doctor, and now I'm a doctor. Pass me the Ion Stone.
It's literally like ancestral memory, right? It's like Rain remembers an ancestor who was a doctor. It gets a little bit of their learning.
That ancestor says, I've never seen anything fucking like this.
You're learning today that Rain is a Bene Gesserit.
I mean, yeah, it's actually kind of like what the astral elves are. They're like fucking scary as shit too in the lore. Like they're not good. They're not good folks.
Yeah.
This is one for the history
or
books.
the astral elves.
You being an ancestor will teach them something down the line. Like, damn,
Yeah.
she's in some shit.
I mean, if there are any astral elves left, as far as we know, Rain is one of the last ones.
Thus. Well.
The other one's a lich, and the other one's her mom.
Well, all. Problems. Solutions. More problems. I'll pose this to you as well, since you all are riffing on the skeleton issue. What about the Heart of the Storm? What are you going to do to the crystal?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was like a sea swab and error thing, I'm gonna be honest.
Sea swap.
What are you thinking, Mr. Swab?
His headset died.
Oh! Oh no.
Most inopportune time.
Check,
Well.
check.
Check.
There you go.
He's back.
Oh, sorry, I heard Heart of the Swarm, and then I started to talk, and then everything went silent.
All good. The Heart of the Storm. Massive crystal. Wind emanates from. Is shattered before you. You have multiple problems to resolve. The dissolved, completely disintegrated white Abishai corpse. No more. Pile of ash. But the crystal is shattered into 1,000 pieces. What do you do?
I guess I would like to see if there's like any part of like the like base fragments that are like still giving off a stronger sort of energy around it. Like if there's anything that I can sort of like trying to figure out if something's like still like radiating enough like powerful energy that can be like maybe possibly repaired, or to see like, you know, if there's anything that can be done about what's going on here.
Yeah, make me an Arcana check. Kozlo, do you wish to trigger Flash of Genius?
Oh, this is new. Yes.
Swab, that will turn your check into an 18. As you look around and pick up the shards that are scattered all over the ground, you can sense that there is still lingering arcane energy inside of them. You can see the lightning coursing through the crystals, and you can feel them reverberating with the echoing sounds of the storm. But as you tune yourself to the storm, you can feel like it's fading. But there's hope. Perhaps if you or your friends attempted to piece these things back together, might still be hope. You must work quickly. Magic fading.
So Seaswap's gonna look like the fragments of the crystal, and then he's gonna look back at Wangdoodle, and then look back at the crystal. Maybe? Like just thinking. Wangdoodle, you want to be made out of storm crystal energy?
If I was honest, I'd rather just be made out of me.
Alright, suit yourself. So I don't know how we would go about repairing this.
Rebella could like pick up and move things around for you. I just don't have any magical or technical ways of putting it back together.
However, a couple of your party members do.
Yep. I figure I can muscle things around, but I need somebody else to do the other
I'm also going to ask the Tempest to assist us. Tempest, help us fix the heart of the storm before it loses all of its power.
He shuffles around. And so does Era. Grabella, you assist as well?
Yeah, she'd use her strength to move around the chunks that are in the wrong places and stuff.
With everybody's help, you, with relative quickness, get all of the broken pieces of crystal, very least back in the center, some semblance of a pile. The Elder Tempest and Grabella, No, Grabella, I'm pretty sure you're stronger than... Yep. Grabella, you are actually stronger than the Tempest, as you lift the biggest shards. He just has some of the reach. And both of you place the largest shards back on the top of the pile. You're actually stronger than that. But now
Grabella would like help him if she found a piece and he couldn't reach it. Or he could reach it, but she couldn't, vice versa. You know?
The 5 heads of the Elder Tempest hand you big pieces of the shard in turn, who are extremely efficient and work together quite well, now that the Tempest has seen that you both have spared his life. He is recovering quickly, but he keeps looking back at least a couple of his heads at the broken pieces of the crystal, lets out a mournful howl.
It's okay.
Seems remorseful for the actions he had to do. He also understands it had to be done. Abishai, poisoning crystal, and the winds that emanated. You all now have a massive pile of crystal. Sorry, Grabella, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. She's just gonna give him comforting headpats, like she does.
He and his 5 heads nuzzle you in various places.
Weird.
Like a shoulder, arm, leg. Smooches.
Why are you making it weird?
Why are you making it weird?
It's like a cat.
A big 5-headed cat.
Yep.
Pieces are assembled, but Seaswab, you can hear, as you are a storm sorcerer, the reverberating echoes of the thunder. Quieter. Time is limited. What do you do?
I mean, is it fixed? Like, is there like anything else like I can do to like get it?
You've just placed the crystal pieces in a big pile. They were everywhere. They were all over the platform. Now they're just in one place. It's not fixed. It's just like a teacup you've dropped on the ground and now you've swept them all up.
Magic or fabrication of some sort, which is going to be you or the artificers. Maybe Rain. I don't know.
Artificers plural?
Artificer.
Kozlo's like, yes, finally, there can be only one.
Unless we could toss them. Well, he's in dragon form. He can do a lot.
Like, Rain can do mending. Rain also has her ring of telekinesis. I could help assemble. Like, actually, I can do up to huge without even making a check. I could, put pieces in place from the pile. But I have no way of... Like, mending is very limited. Mending is a 1 foot in any dimension repair. Like, that's not going to fix this.
It also can't restore magic to objects.
That too. I mean, presumably there's still magic in the objects, but it can't fix magic items.
Oh, I've become logged out.
Oh no.
So, I mean, I was gonna... Like, I don't have anything to, like, to repair it. I was just gonna, like, you know... hopefully use, like, my quote-unquote Heart of the Storm abilities to try and, like, repair it to see if, like, that works. But, I mean, I don't really have anything else that I can, like...
Maybe your new sister can help.
Era, how do I fix this?
Everything is just in pieces. The part of the storm, just the winds, but rain, clouds, different aspects. Everything isn't put back together properly. Might see strange occurrences. Clouds falling like rain. Rain becoming acid, fire, or worse. Amount of chaos.
Rain's turning into fire?
Kozlo stares at Rain.
Not today, Slow.
Whoa!
So okay, I guess we're gonna do... Let's see here. Let me see here.
This whole thing is storm magic, right? It's like the essence of it.
Yes.
Seaswab, you do have an awful lot of storm magic. Maybe a judicious application in the right places?
My storm magic is meant to hurt other people, not heal stuff and put it back together.
But, like, you can use lightning to put things together, like welding.
Oh, that is true, but...
It doesn't have to be destructive if you control it.
I could probably throw something together that would help your channel it too.
Have to be an exceptionally large and powerful strike of lightning, or we could attempt to melt these back together, like lightning striking just sands, creating glass.
Okay. I see what's going on here. So Seaswab is gonna like take a couple steps back so he can like get a good view of the crystal and like get a good angle on like where all the like the kind of like the main cracks form together, so that like when he goes to hopefully not destroy it but repair it by what he's gonna do, so he's like, like there's always like a point of like 3 or 4 pieces come together. So he's gonna look for that part, which we'll just say is like over here. And he's gonna look at the crystal, and then he is going to upcast, targeting like each like the major pieces. And he's gonna cast a chain lightning. But not to destroy it. It's going to be to like focus it to like help repair it. As I do that, I'm going to also cast I always lose what stupid thing is that. Do this just for the thing.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm going to cast my Heart of the Storm. Heart of the Storm. I don't know why I keep saying storm.
You're gonna cast Heroes of the Storm. Got it.
Heroes of the Storm. I am the hero of the storm. I'm going to cast my Heart of the Storm, while also triggering my Storm's Fury to kind of like get a little bit extra in there.
Poor Era.
Sorry, Era.
Okay. Era sees that you are summoning up all of your magic. You also use tempestuous magic?
Yeah, I'm throwing everything I got at this thing. I want to be able to, all it does is let me hover up so I can get a better vantage point, I guess. It doesn't really do much else. But so C-Swap's just going to like swirl lightning energy, like just pure Super Saiyan C-Swap, float up in the air, chain lightning at this thing, and just fucking
Era takes your hand as you are summoning up a massive gout of tempestuous power. And together, both of you rise into the air with the winds whipping around your feet. She closes her eyes, and you can hear inside your head her soft voice say, her form begins to shimmer and become almost transparent. You're summoning up all of the magic that you possibly can, upcasting your spell. Suddenly you feel unleashed. Era disappears and becomes a living bolt of lightning. Begins to wrap around your body. You expend all of your spell slots, not just the one on the chain lightning. Everything. You give it everything that you've got. You become a conduit for the storm. The Elder Tempest senses you, the veritable living lightning rod. Lifts its heads to the skies and roars, commanding a massive bolt of lightning to come down exactly upon your head. It does not hurt. In fact, it feels warm, tingly, power, pure power coursing through your veins. The party watches in awe. You become wrapped in various bolts of lightning, the massive one from the Elder Tempest, and the slightly smaller one from Era. Whatever essence makes you, you, Storm Sorcerer C-Swab, comes to a thrilling climax. And with everything that you have, you send your tempestuous power towards the pile of crystals. Most of the party, if you are staring directly at the crystal, you become momentarily blinded and throw your arms up against your face as the room turns When you get your vision back, the crystal is there once again. It is not exactly as it is. The spikes and jagged edges stick out at different angles. But it is whole, melted together once again. See Swab's extreme display of power. There is a sizable depression in it now, from where a lightning bolt has struck it. But otherwise, it is whole once. As you float down towards the ground, you feel exhausted, magically spent, as you have expelled every single one of your spell slots in order to accomplish them. But as you look up and see the crystal whole once again, you feel accomplished and also more powerful. There's a sense of wholeness in you now, as if two parts that were missing are now whole again. Era is now a part of you, is rejoined of her brother. And you understand now their innate compatibility. Her brother thunder, herself lightning. One cannot be without the other. And with this new sense of wholeness within you, you gain a newfound power. See, Swab, you gain a new feat.
3 feet for me? I'm a 3-footed bird. Let's go.
You gain Elemental Adept. Thunder.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And now you have Elemental Adept Cold, Lightning, and Thunder. Nothing related to the storm can resist. Characters. Spells you cast ignore resistance to thunder damage. And when you roll damage for a spell you cast that deals thunder damage, read any one is a 2.
Hell yeah.
But in addition, gain some power of the heart
To
of
heal
the
bones.
storm. The power to heal bones is not the power to melt bones.
Hey, I gave it a shot. Wait, dude.
It's okay. You tried.
Normally, at higher levels, gain something called an Epic Boon. It's a powerful feat that allows you to do miraculous things. And you are going to gain it early. You gain an Epic Boon of your... Now let me show you just what these can do. There are somewhat limited on. And you will be able to craft and hone the lightning inside of you, the storm that rages, into immense power. This does mean that you will potentially not gain your Epic Boon at level 19, but you will just gain it a couple levels.
Okay.
I'm going to bring up the Epic Boons for...
Is there someplace I can also look these up, or?
Let me see this link. Try this. Boon.
There is 2 things that are called Epic Boon feats, by the way, on the intertubes. Just FYI.
So the one I linked that
There's
is
both
the
ones.
official D&D 2024 one is the one that will go. So I'm going to read them off, and you can choose one. If anybody wants to take notes, if you put it in chat, feel free. First one is Boon of Combat Prowess. For all of these, I'm not going to read it for everyone, but you will gain an ability score of your choice. So just +1. Strength, stam, on whichever you choose. That is included in all of these. Boon of Combat Prowess. When you miss with an attack roll, you hit instead. Once you use this benefit, you can't use it again until the start of your next. That's just with attack. Boon of Dimensional Travel. Immediately after you take the attack or magic action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Boon of Energy Resistance. You gain resistance to 2 of the following damage types of your choice. Acid, Cold, Fire, Lightning, Necrotic, Poison, Psychic, Radiant, or Thunder. When you finish a long rest, you can change your choices. When you take damage of one of the types, you can use a reaction to redirect that damage to a creature within 60 feet of yourself that isn't behind cover. If you do so, that creature must succeed on a dex save or take damage equal to 2d12 plus your con modifier. Yeah, don't take the 2014 versions. Or let me see if I can actually.
I found a list for them a while ago. I'll see if I can find that for you and link it. The actual 2024 ones on a public site. If that helps.
Yeah. I do have all. Quick. There's Boon of Combat Prowess. Boon of Dimensional Travel.
Just dropped a link that should be the 2024 versions.
Boon of Combat Prowess, okay.
Boon of Dimensional Travel. Not link that one to chat. Boon of Fate. When you or another creature within 60 feet of you succeeds on or fails a d20 test, you roll a 2d4 and apply the total rolled as a bonus or penalty to the d20 roll. Once you use this, you can't use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest.
Okay, so can I just ask for clarification for the Boon of Fate? So, roll d20, I fail. I can roll 2d4 and apply that as a bonus.
You don't have to fail. It succeeds on or fails. It's just basically whenever they roll a d20. It's like Giga Blessing or Giga not Blessing. Is Giga Bless or Giga Hex?
So you can also use it if something is like rolling against you.
Yeah,
and they beat you.
Yeah, it's Bless Bane, but like ×2.
Twice.
I don't think I need Dimensional Travel, because I already get that through my meta magic, so I don't think I need that one.
The Boon of Irresistible Offense. The bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you deal always ignores resistance. When you roll a d20, when you roll a 20 on the d20 for an attack roll, you deal extra damage to the target equal to the ability score increased by this feat. Boon of Spell Recall. Whenever you cast a spell with a level 1 through 4 spell slot, roll a 1d4. If the number you roll is the same as the slot's level, you do not spend that spell slot.
I do like that one for my chromatic orbs.
That is pretty sick. Boon of the Night Spirit. While in dim light or darkness, you can give yourself the invisible condition as a bonus action. It ends if you take an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. While in dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage, except psychic and radiant.
That would be very, very strong in this campaign, seeing as how there's never any lights anywhere.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah. Boon of True Sight. You have True Sight with a range of 60 feet. They're the boons.
Alrighty, so just speaking my thoughts out loud, Boon of Night Spirit seems exceptionally good, because essentially, basically, like I'm like always resistant, and I'm invisible, which means it'll be a lot harder for Christina to kill me. Spell Recall also seems really good. I do feel like it's a little bit lower just due to my meta magic and being able to recover spell slots already.
Ooh, I apologize. I actually missed a couple. You mind if I read the last ones?
Sure.
Sure. Boon of Fortitude. Your hit point maximum increases by 40. In addition, when you regain hit points, you can regain additional hit points equal to your con mod. Once you regain these, you cannot do so again until the start of your next. Boon of Recovery. When you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 hit point instead, and regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point maximum. Once you use this, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You have a pool of 10d10s. As a bonus action, you can expend dice from this pool, roll those dice, and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll's total. Boon of Skill. You gain proficiency in all skills. Choose one skill in which you lack expertise. You gain expertise in that skill. Boon of Speed. As a bonus action, you can take the Disengage action, which also ends grappled on you. Your speed increases by 30 feet. That is all of them.
Okay, these are pretty fucking fun. So just thinking out loud here, and I'm open for any input. I like combat prowess. I feel that's very good as like a, I tend to miss when I really want to hit, so that's always nice. And it basically means I can't miss once per turn.
It is with a physical attack roll, and...
Oh, physical attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. That doesn't seem as good. Dimensional travel, I kind of already can do that, so I feel like that's not as strong, just because I already have the meta magic shard that Wangdoodle gave me. Energy resistance. I mean, if I have Chompy out, I have a bunch of resistance. I've already got a bunch of resistance. I have absorb elements. It would be good situationally. It's not bad, but I mean, I don't know how high I would rank it amongst the other boons. Fate. I don't know. I guess I don't fully understand the huge the upside of using fate. Those situations would be really beneficial in. Like, I guess it's more of a support thing. Fortitude seems pretty good, so I don't get my head bashed in again. Irresistible offense is kind of for me. I don't know. That seems more of a somebody else type of thing. Boon of Recovery is obviously a nice, the nitty gritty.
It's like a mini Grabella.
Yeah. Skill seems like fun. Like skill seems like it'd be a fun one for my bird law.
Skill would be pretty cool. It's like jack of all trades.
Speed seems pretty good. I don't know. I don't find myself in situations where I need extra speed to move around just because I can teleport and stuff. So I don't know. That seems not as good. Spell Recall seems really good. I really like spell recall.
You either recall or you don't.
I mean, it's a 50-50 shot for casting for free.
Yeah. When you cast a spell with a level of 1 for 4 spell slot, I roll a d4. If the number you roll is the same as the slot's level, the slot is expended.
Yep. To cast a fireball, you roll a 3, free fireball.
But I can recover spell slots, so it's kind of like, you know, and that's just like a little bit of overkill. Night Spirit right now seems really fucking fun, especially with this campaign. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that one, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of between Night Spirit and
Spell recall.
Spell recall, yeah. I think I'm gonna go just to go with like the murder glass kind of theme and like the little thing I kind of got going on. I might go with Night Spirit, you know, the storm.
That ominous dark before the storm.
Yeah, the little kind of like it's a little too quiet before the storm. That's just me in the shadows.
That's me in the not light.
All right, Seaswab.
That's me in the corner.
That your final choice?
Let's see. I'm just gonna double check spell recall.
It does fit thematically, actually, with being a acolyte of Azrael. The Twilight.
There we go. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go Boon of Night Spirit.
Right.
I'm noticing also the way that it works. If you're in dim light or dark, because you can do it as a bonus action, you could technically cast a spell and end your turn by going invisible with it.
Me and Face Spider are gonna be running around in the shadows together.
Yeah, exactly.
Seaswab, what? What ability score would you like to improve by 1?
Ability.
Strength, Dex, Con, Int, Wisdom, Charisma. If you need a suggestion, I usually would suggest Charisma.
My Charisma is pretty high up there as well already, but you know what? We can always go a little bit higher. So yeah, I think Charisma will be. Charisma would be good.
Yeah. You swab your charisma down up by 1 point. Now 16. You have gained the Epic Boon. Boon of the Night Speed. Is currently listed. I'm going to put it as a favorite on your character sheet. Put it in chat. While in dim light or darkness, you can give yourself the invisible condition as a bonus action, and that is already programmed. The condition ends on you immediately after you take an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. While in dim light or darkness, you have resistance to all damage except psychic, radiant.
That's actually dope in conjunction with the like aspect stuff that Seaswab's been doing, where he just turns into an eldritch horror from time to time.
Yeah.
Jump scare.
That's from his warlock, right? Like the warlock class he took.
Former dread, yeah.
So like, yeah, it's just all like he's got the fucking storm, and then he's got creepy Azrael shit. It's a good brand.
He's basically becoming a Sith Lord.
Yeah, it's a good collab.
Unlimited power.
Seaswab, your inner storm calms as the crystal becomes whole. The Elder Tempest lets out a roar of victory as he feels everything going back to normal. The winds across the plane of air begin to kick up once again. Slow, they should, carrying across the plains into the material plane, for all to. The rain falls now very steadily, not chaotically, but in a terrible tempest. And you can see the clouds once again floating lazily across the sky. You can feel the rain on your head, Sea Swab. Once comforting. The terrifying thing on the horizon, the ship sways underneath you. For once in a long while, you feel peace, sense of wholeness. Your friends look at you and see that your feathers have turned just a little bit more of that midnight blue as opposed to jet black, reflecting your storm-like appearance. It is subtle and can only be seen in the reflected light. It is a handsome. Era is no more, but you feel that approval inside of you. She has been once again reunited with her brother. Your job here is done. You have retrieved the essence of the white Abishai, and it is safely in, I believe, Wangdoodle's bucket. You have that thing to worry about. The whole boneless escapade. You have spared the Tempest from the ravages of the Slow. Now it lives inside your party member. Where would you like to go? Would you like to return to the Skynest post? What say you, party?
I'm incredibly tired. I would like to go rest somewhere comfortable.
Well, we have the ship just parked right outside. But, yep, probably back to the Skynest post. We have some baby dragons to return. Is everything copacetic here now, Sea Swab? The storm is storming stormily?
Yeah, I think everything here is fine. It's good. I fixed it.
Is the Tempest okay? Do we need to heal him more?
The Tempest is wounded. He has been spared the ravages of the Slow. Oh, Wangdoodle, you need to worry about.
Yeah, right.
So let's go back to the ship. Could leave this rain-slicked precipice of death behind forever.
All right, you all return to the ship. Victorious, you make your way back down. Right, everybody. A job well done. We will return now. The Skynest. Although Wangdoodle makes a little bit bigger of a passenger than he was previously. One moment, please. You leave the Maw of the Winds and take the airship back to the Skynest post. Sea Swab, you won't need to roll to navigate this time. You know exactly where to go. The clouds are moving faster now, And you can see the birds have now once again taken flight as they zoom around the skies with renewed fervor, the weight of their wings gone. The storm has stopped here, and it is a beautiful day. Wangdoodle, you are still a dragon. And although the view is lovely and the skies are blue, you feel terrible. Feel the burning slow, making a pit in your stomach. Eating way too much hot sauce in one sitting.
This is some bad heartburn. At least I assume that's where my heart is now. Who knows?
I told you not to eat that 12th can of SpaghettiOs, Wangdoodle.
Listen, if you buy a 12 pack and you eat 11, the 12th one's just going to look weird. Might as well.
They don't say SpaghettiOs for nothing.
Well, now I want SpaghettiOs.
Now I want ravioli.
Rain on the way over will enter the dreaming and pull our Jinn friend out with the whelplings.
Your Jinn
I'll be honest, I
friend.
forgot they were right now.
The Gale Breeze Whisper appears from your pocket place in dreaming, surrounded by the dragons. Ah! I was having such a good nap. Ah! I feel the wind. Ugh. Much more at ease, like the anxiety has been lifted off of my shoulders. You have been successful.
A little column A, a little column B.
Ah, wonderful. And I see you have a new friend. Who is the large blue one?
Nope, that's
the
same
same
friend.
Same friend.
Oh.
Just bigger.
I could say we had some issues.
Ah, they have nothing to worry about. They can go back to how they were, small and cute and blue. They do not need to take such a powerful form here in the Skynest Post. Now that you have been victorious, I can feel the winds on my face, the birds in the sky. Sense of peace now in the plane of air. There shall be no danger here.
Well, so
Yeah.
was it the tempest, the elemental, whatever? It was kind of already contaminated by the slow. Wangdoodle did something very brave and heroic and took that contamination on himself, and the result was
This.
somewhat less bony than normal.
Oh.
You know any doctors?
I see.
Or anyone selling stolen bones?
Actually, yeah, has anybody come up with a kobold skeleton around here for sale? We'd like to speak with them.
I cannot say I have seen such a thing here. I am sorry for your friend. Truly a noble sacrifice he has done.
Yeah, well, we'll see to it that it is undone as soon as possible. The
course.
sacrifice part, but not the, good bit of the sacrifice part, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, but Wangdoodle likes his cake, and he likes to eat it too.
Well, perhaps we return to the wind post for now.
Oh,
Perhaps
why is everything dark again? It was so bright and sunny.
that was just me.
Where'd the sun go?
It's he looks at a non-existent sun in the sky. Almost 9 o'clock. It does get dark here in the plane of air.
But why is the sun gone?
Why is it? Come. I shall give my mentor the good news.
Can your mentor make it not dark?
We do have some lights.
Don't you like it when it's dark now, Sea Swamp?
Yeah, it's only
For
going to
people we're trying to kill.
See,
It's only
Swap,
gonna
you just have
incentivize
resistance
Christine
to
keep it
everything
dark
right
all the
now.
time.
Well, nobody around here better try to get stupid then.
Excuse me, he has resistance to everything, but like the most important damage types that Rain does. So keeping an eye on you, Swab.
Are you gonna Darkstar me? You gonna Darkstar me, Rain?
Don't fucking coo me, bro.
I am afraid your friend may have to stay outside. The Sky Nest is home for whelplings, not fully grown dragons.
Well, he is the hero who saved the Tempest. I feel like we should be able to make some kind of exceptions for him.
Ah, perhaps he can perch on the top of the post in much impressive manner.
Or we do whatever meeting we need to do outside where he can be present.
Of course. Let me just place these delicate whelplings back in their nest. I will get my mentor and we will meet you outside. Does that sound acceptable?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
These whelplings have
Rebels.
gone through quite a bit. They need their rest.
Corbella's just chilling with Wangdoodle.
Wangdoodle's just gonna curl up, exhausted, at the steps.
Seastorm's gonna curl up next to him, also completely exhausted, as he has no more spell slots.
Galraz! Yes, the dragons are feeling better, yes! And the heroes are back.
Buddy, you're never gonna believe it. You know those guys you said would never come back? They're back!
They're back!
In like record time too. We didn't even fucking take a long rest. Like Rain still has her plane shift spell slot down from when we came here. We
Gale.
ran that shit.
But with an armful of silver dragons, the Gale returns to the Skynest post. A short time later, Alraz joins him back outside. Do not mind the large blue one. It's not here for problem. It's just small blue one became large blue. Alraz does not seem to care. He just nods in acceptance. Thank you all for doing whatever it is you did at the Maw of Winds. The skies are calm now, and I can feel that things are finally going back how they should be. The scholars can return to the Maw of Winds to learn about how to harness the plane of air. Bill nods in agreement. We are eternally thankful. We also know that we have one additional task yet. Something we had discussed. Returning the Jinn to the city of...
Yep, that's what we had discussed. I think it is pretty critically important that we get back there, not just for, the plane of air, but all planes.
Do not have you worry about doing all of the delegation. The Gale and
Oh,
I...
thank God, because honestly, it's so fucking tiring, I have to be honest.
The Gale and I will go to the Council of Winds, and we, on behalf of your bravery, will beseech the Jinn and return our people, City of Brass. This, you have my word. They will be eternally grateful to hear of your heroics and what you have accomplished in the Maw. This affects all Jinn, not just us, and it also affects every flying creature here within the plane. And your material one as well. Once the Jinn return to the skies, see that the maw is safe. They will be honor-bound to return to the city of Brass. And I hope, and I do mean this sincerely, that I get to meet you again.
Well, I guess we'll catch you in the city of Brass.
Sigale, now that these heroes have returned, I will be returning to the city of Brass. You will now be promoted to caretaker, Skynest. But try not to get yourself stuck in a ring again. Yes, if you don't mind, I would like it. Could relinquish said terrible prison back to us, so we can relieve it of magic. As much as I would love to be summoned and see you again on a whim, and your beautiful city. Thank you again, Kozlo. Looks like I'll have some additional responsibilities. And I should not leave these dragons unattended.
About that, it might sort of be merged with Wangdoodle's current form at the moment, actually. I don't know if you can procure that, Wangdoodle.
What is it we need?
The ring that had the genie in it previously.
Yeah, Wangdoodle, that's a part of you now.
Yeah.
Oh.
We might have to return that to you when next we meet in the city of Brass. Actually, Sigale, we have to resolve Wangdoodle's current formation situation.
I see. Well, then I ask that you do not use it to summon me, unless it is perhaps a life or death situation.
I think we can. Yeah, I think that's fine. In fact, I think the only reason we summoned you in the first place is, well, frankly, so we would have some idea where we were going here. And turns out a good thing that we did. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm glad we could be mutually beneficial to each other and avert what was surely a horrible disaster on all our worlds.
I agree, and thank you for your understanding. Perhaps someday we can get together in the city of Brass, and we can go see your beautiful city once again. Although, like this Brass, I will show you around when you get there. Do not let the merit. Let Sigale show you all the fun parts.
All the fun parts from like hundreds of years ago. And here is where here was our delightful club where we all partied.
Oh, it's closed now.
That's a rundown dump. Okay, never mind. Actually, speaking of the Nerid, do you happen to have any insight into what seems to have driven them from the city of Brass? Unfortunately, they're the last of the genies we need to go find, and we know the least about their circumstances of their departure and what ails them.
Kalraz is the one to speak this time as he clears his throat. Some of the history of the Merid, and at least why they left the city. He looks around. The Merid, it's the emotional custodian city of. They did not control them. Rather, they kept their fingers on the pulse of the city. People were happy. They were more likely to spend money, be frivolous, engage in trade, and spend more time in the city of. If things went sour or things went bad, or if there was an exceptional amount of ill will in the city, people would feel unsafe and no longer visit. As this was both a hub of trade and a place of gathering amongst the plains, many creatures, sometimes they did not get along, you might understand. The Merid held fantastic parties, festivals, parades, things to always keep the the feel of the city feeling celebratory, regardless
Kind of
how...
like Kozlo and Kozlo's Den.
Regardless of what denizens were there, of course, with the presence of demons, you had to keep the people. The Merid were always sensitive about emotion. Like water, they understood that emotions ebb and flow, so much like the liquid. They kept track of these emotions and the emotional pulse of the city via one of the relics of their people. A special pearl they called the heart pearl. Their emotional pulse. They could commune with the pearl and get the general feel of how the city would. No one could do this like the Merid. However, one day, Heart Pearl was missing. Merid did everything they could to try and find it. Wondered why anyone would want to take the pearl. It was puzzling for many. Would someone else want to keep track of this emotional pull? And why? Many of the Merid went looking. They never found it. And this was the start of many dominoes that began to fall in the city of Brass. Without being able to sense the emotions of the city, many of them went unchecked. I have to say, it affected the other genie. Even the Jinn became paranoid. We became stressed, worried that our prophecies were incorrect. Many things occurred because of the missing part. To this day, I do not believe I ever recovered it. And bringing it up is, well, something that is only done in inner circle. Pains them to hear of this loss. And it is a stain on their otherwise stellar reputation. That is what I know of the Heart Pearl.
Well, thank you very much. That's actually very useful. Gives us a starting point at least.
Of course.
Well, anyone have any other business here before we return?
No?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Alright, well I have just enough magic to get us back home if that's where we wish to go. And we can start noodling on Wangdoodle's situation.
Very well. It has been an honor Your bravery shall be recorded within the Maw of Winds for all time. Thank you for putting your lives on the line, selflessly, for both of our worlds.
Thank you for trusting us to do so.
We will see
I
you
know
in
that
the
could
city.
not have been easy. Toodles.
Goodbye, and safe travels. May the wind always be at your... The genies leave, ready to tend healing dragon.
All right, back to the ship.
Yeah.
Back to the ship we go.
Wangdoodle, are you able
Alright.
to at least bark orders to Morris and everyone?
I can translate.
He can
Yeah,
speak
sure.
common, he just has to choose to. All that roaring and gnashing is not really very intelligent. I mean, I understand it, and Grabella understands it. I don't know, maybe Morris understands it.
Yeah, but it might be funny to have him do that at Morris.
Oh, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever, Wangdoodle. You could torment Morris.
Yeah.
But
Wait, Kozlo, I have a great idea.
What's that?
Kozlo, hop on. Let's go find Morris.
He's not that bad if he still has the energy and the audacity to go fuck with Morris. That's the Wangdoodle we know and love.
look,
But
Carbella's
also-
suggesting it to make him feel better too.
Kozlo still has to judge the shit out of Morris at some point.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's about to happen.
What better way to do it than while on top of an adult blue dragon that's roaring in his face?
He wants to know why you look like that.
It's all your fault, Morris.
Ah!
You
What
said
did
you
I
did this
do?
with the heck, Morris.
Morris, what did you do with Wangdoodle's bones?
What do you mean? What do you
His
mean?
bones are gone. What did you do?
My bones. Where are my bones, Morris?
I swear I haven't been doing any
Where's
sort of
the
illicit
bones, Morris?
experimenting.
Morris, where are the bones?
Oh god, they're
Where's
hidden
the
in the
bones?
basement! They're in the basement! Why did I say that? We don't even have a basement.
I'm
No,
so
we have a basement, Morris. It's literally where you work.
Oh.
Why are you stashing Wangdoodle's bones in the basement? That seems so
I
strange.
mean, where else would somebody stash bones?
Did you actually stash Wangdoodle's bones?
No,
The
I just
solution.
felt an immense amount of pressure.
Oh.
Or-
Morris,
actually
you
had the
got my
bones.
bones, I swear.
I didn't steal your bones!
It would be immensely hilarious if Morris did somehow have Wangdoodle's bones
Accident.
and didn't even know it. I swear, I was just holding those for my cousin, guys.
They just appeared. They fell off the back of a truck. I didn't even. They actually fell off the back of a truck. They just appeared. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never seen those bones in my life.
We use the gate spell, and it's just like Morris, like in like the most
The
inopportune
interesting
time.
thing is like, how are we gonna know when we do find bones? How are we gonna know that they're Wangdoodle's bones?
I
that
still
was where the
question
gate
whether
idea
it's
came in.
relevant.
Yeah,
We could
is
just
that relevant?
Put any old bones in there.
Technically speaking, Identify actually would probably work. Identify is not just for magical items.
Identify bones.
Everybody
Or-
magically mark all of your internal organs and bones right now so that they get lost and you can find them.
Either we need really good archaeologists or really good grave robbers, and it's a very fine line between those two roles. But they could
How long after somebody dies for you to dig up their body where it's not grave robbing but it becomes archaeology?
In D&D, I'm pretty sure it's basically immediate. Like, adventurers don't really abide by rules.
I'm not a necromancer, I'm an archaeologist.
Yeah.
And just making friends.
IRL, I think it depends on if you're affiliated with the British Museum or not.
It's
Well,
It
good
might-
thing we know who controls the museum in Madronox because we know the queen and she can make that law.
In my other game, our necromancer is an archaeologist, and she like licks the rocks to tell us what's going on.
Oh no!
It's
Amazing.
wonderful.
There's so many great ways you can make a necromancer that's not just like mustache twirling evil.
Yeah.
And I love novel necromancers. So good.
She's very
Licks the. Ugh.
All right, well, we're gonna take
It's
our
just
court-mandated 10-minute break. Go lick some bones.
Oh my.
Or whatever you want to do in your 10 minutes. Mm.
My dog
Interpret
wants
that
to do that.
however
He
you
is
want.
cone of shamed.
Oh.
Oh.
Decide what you want to do
Buddy.
and where you want to go. Probably back to Maginox and how you are going to introduce a large blue dragon and fit him in Kozlo's den.
We don't have we have other places to go.
Yeah, we have a whole construction site we can hide me in. What are you talking about?
We have an entire city.
Also
We have
true.
a palace. We do have Wangdoodle's palatial estate. We gave him house sticks under renovations.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably a job though for like, I'm gonna guess House Lunesti is the place where we have the space to fuck with like getting Wangdoodle his bones back.
All right.
That's my guess.
10-minute break. I'll see you guys in 10.
Does C-Swab just like pop out of every shadow now to scare people?
Ah!
C-Swab jump scare. Ah!
He can do some really like ominous shit as like on the docks when people are like negotiating deals or whatever, and he just like emerges from the shadows. I was here the whole time.
Definitely feel like there'd be some goblins trying to like pull some shady deals, and it's just me in the background, and then like all they see is like the look of me like lighting a cigarette. And it's just like the flame of the cigarette, and then me stepping out of the shadows, going, "Trying to cut me out, huh?" Whoa! What is this new character screen right here?
Oh.
fancy.
I don't know how close I am in size to Rebella like that, because I don't think that's, a scale
We
size.
put you on a pedestal to make you feel better.
Yeah, you're standing on a box for sure.
You just got.
If I'm on a pedestal, my leg to arm ratio is insane.
Dude, C-Swab, you just got a whole feet.
Yeah.
You're one extra
You're
feet.
fancy now.
But yeah, you're still not anywhere near that tall.
I'm definitely like, if I should be down by Kozlo and Wangdoodle for sure.
Oh, we can shrink.
Need a-
There, shorter.
We need like an asterisk in the bottom right of the screen. This is not actual size.
There.
Also, you have real reference material for C-Swap now, so you know.
I do.
I would like to request banana bread for scale.
Banana bread at work today, dude?
I haven't even.
Sherry's been making banana bread a bunch lately, and I have zero complaints.
They said good things will happen to you, and then banana bread at work. When your eye itches and you can't scratch it, hell no.
We may have bananas right now in preparation, but I've been actually enjoying the bananas, so we'll see if banana bread happens.
It's always the
Banana
downside of
bread,
planning
a
to
work
make
banana
banana bread.
Yeah.
Accidentally eating all the bananas.
Fuck.
Because when you're not gonna make banana bread, like you can't finish a bunch of bananas like before they go bad.
Yeah.
But suddenly.
All right, everybody back. Wangdoodle. Oh, kind of back.
Everything except my bones.
Everything except the bones. All right, Rain, C-Swab, Rebella, Kozlo, you back as well?
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue.
I may be getting up in a minute to let my dog out because it looks like he wants to go outside, but I'll have my headset on still.
Okay.
Because I have to pick him up and carry him.
Forward.
He's actually doing pretty good. He actually did a little escape move and got out, and then climbed up one stair that goes from our downstairs bedroom up into like the living room. It's like a one little step, and he went up it because I was in the living room doing something, and he just appeared next to me. I was like, "What are you doing? How did you even get out?" He like army crawled under the bed, came out the gate, like because like the gate is to the bed, but like you can still get under the bed from next to from where like the gate ends. So he like went to the corner by the gate, army crawled under the bed, came out, came up the step, and I was just like, "Oh my god."
Silly pup. Alright, guys, let us continue. As you sail away on the arcane Audacity, you leave the plane of air behind. The Maw of Winds has returned to normal, and you have returned plane, and all of the winds that emanate from it, back to how things should be. The Jinn are eternally grateful, and will speak on your behalf at the Council of Winds, where they wish to see you in the City of Brass once again. You have now the blessing of 3 of the Genie faction, and you have the essences, multiple acts. Only one remaining. The Merid and the location of the mysterious blue. One that even the Green Abish did not even know where her whereabouts. The Merid have lost a magical pearl that they used to keep their fingers on the pulse of the gods. Without their emotion-sensing pearl, things slowly developed into chaos. You think about these things as you return on the airship, across the plains, and back. It is very early in the morning when you arrive back at the city. It is hard to tell regardless, as Maginox is veiled in eternal darkness. You swab your newfound power, constantly active, and feel it thrumming in your chest. Ability in with the shadow, and to be resistant to damage. You are the night, storm in the dark. Where do you go first? You land the Audacity, Maginox airship dock.
Wangdoodle, what's the state of your campus? Is it somewhere where we could work on your issue, or do we need something more like House Lunesti for surgical purposes?
You know, as long as I'm not in public purview, it should be fine. I mean, we could probably just use the campus. It's bound
We've
to
had
be a
dragons
building big enough.
traipsing around Main Street before. It's fucking fine. Go with the queen.
Yeah.
Unless you
it's
don't
totally
want to be
fine.
perceived.
Well, you know, there are worse things that could happen to me right now.
Like what? You have no bones. You're a boneless buffalo kobold.
That question felt kind of aggressive. But you know, you're free to have your opinions about the value of your team's lives, and that's okay. That's okay. Just gotta make peace with it, like everything else.
Honestly, I think Wangdoodle got off a little bit easier than you the last time you tangled with Slow Sea Swab.
Also true.
So, you know, maybe we cut him some slack here. It's not like he was turned into a demon or anything. Bones are fixable. I think. Probably. Right?
It'll be incredibly painful if
That's true.
Yeah, there's no way around that. That's gonna hurt.
You may die, but you'll get better. I think. I don't know. That's what That's what the brochure on the side of the Church of Night says.
Well, without the tattoos like we put on Six, there's a really good chance I'm going to die if we take too long.
Do we get stuff to do that?
We need toxins. There's a whole book I took from the Green Lab.
Do we want to spend time doing your tattoos, or do we just want to try and... I mean, I can just shift your form. I just need to rest.
I mean, the slow is in here, right? And there's no guarantee, given my proximity to Dragonkin anyway. There's no guarantee that I'd be saved the damage, even if we change my form.
That's true.
The hardest part about this is, the more I suffer with it, the more notes we will have about what it does. Right? Most of the victims of slow poisoning have basically been corpses. Haven't really had a chance to really study the effects of this yet.
So do you want to run out the clock then? See how it affects you, and while Kozlo and I work on fabricating you a new skeleton, and then once you're dead, we insert skeleton into your remains, swish you around in the pot, and hopefully you come back? Is that the plan? That sounds like a scary plan to me. It feels like a plan like, I don't know, I'm gonna say at least like, I'll go with plan like R, maybe a Q. But if it's what you want...
Ideally, I'd like to just have my bones back, right? But this gives an opportunity to do things that would otherwise require more corpses, right? It's not always... The pursuit of knowledge is not always clean and easy. And if I'm gonna basically have to die anyway, let's try to get some good out of it.
Do you want me to try and get your bones back?
I would very much appreciate that. I don't know how well I'd get along with like someone else's bones, That's asking to have a roommate for a very indeterminable amount of time.
Well, there was the other plan of making you new bones that wouldn't be somebody else's. I don't think making you use somebody else's bones makes a lot of sense. But if you want me to try and get your bones back, I can certainly try to bring them to us.
We can put up flyers.
Lost, please call, $100 reward.
We got the gate.
Have you seen my bones?
It's true.
Does Frank just show up and try to claim the reward?
Hello.
I guess I'm here.
I'm Bones.
Speaking of Frank, has anyone made sure he hasn't tried to go off into the ocean recently?
It is literally like 50% of Callie's responsibilities. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We really delegated that task.
Oh, good. Sure hope that's going well. Yeah, if we can find my bones, great. If we're just gonna make some new ones, also fine. I think I've got a notebook somewhere with the various measurements I've had to take for myself for various reasons.
Okay, well that'll be certainly useful. If we rest, I'll prepare the gate spell and we will try to gate your bones to us. No idea what's going to come through that might be in possession of them, though.
I gotta beat it up, I'll beat it up.
Right, so we might have to beat the shit out of someone.
We can negotiate first and beat up second.
Is there a way for us to access our character sheets from this screen, Christina?
I can.
Or view player avatar?
Yeah, I can.
Nope.
I can put your token.
I just didn't know if there was an alternative way to access it. That's all.
Under the player menu. I
Yeah,
think
you can go
load the
player
character
menu
sheet that way.
and the actors tab on the right.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Excuse
Oh,
me.
there we go. Perfect.
Let me-
That gets there. That's exactly what I was looking for. I just couldn't remember how to find that. Thanks. Just want to double check the language of gates.
Now, I guess. Are you okay with the potential gamble of whatever finds that gate being kind of in the heart of Maginox?
Well, no, we would find a more appropriate place to do it, but if it's your bones that you want, we can try to get your bones. Let me just actually verify that that's how the spell works, though, first.
Okay. Kozlo, how much do you want to, like, make a new skeleton?
Kozlo just like he's trying to appear supportive of like, yeah, whatever you want, that's what I'll do, but he's like clearly grinning as he says like,
Well, I mean, if what you want is your old bones, you know, the boring ones, yeah, we could do that. But what if we made like a really cool set, though? What if we made something like exploded or something?
Exploding bones.
Well, that doesn't
We make
sound
a bunch of
functional.
dynamite.
that's exactly what you want to have. The person who's going to be the most likely to handle slow having a chance of spontaneously exploding from the inside.
Yes, but the idea of having your bones being made entirely of dynamite is honestly genius.
It is.
You
an
just have to
artillery
walk
shooting.
around, like totter around like a little fucking doll.
Next person that stabs you just gets exploded.
When Kozlo first said, you know, chance of bones exploding type of situation, I immediately was just like, so we're just gonna give him osteoporosis now? Like, what the fuck? but true, like black powder bones, that's even more diabolical.
Yeah.
I thought the original plan was like enhancing the bones instead of like making a whole new frame.
Who are
So
you
if we
talking
did-
to, Wangdoodle? Exploding bones is enhancing for Kozlo.
exactly.
Yeah.
Look, we're
If
like
you want
one shatter
enhanced
spell away
skeleton-
from that happening.
Like, we can fabricate you an enhanced skeleton. So the gate requires me to actually name a creature. So we would have to try Wangdoodle's bones and see if that is sufficient for pulling your bones across, since we do not know who's presently in possession of them.
It may just. Be
It might not
safer
work.
Yeah, it might just be safer to just make the new ones. I'll deal with the potential shame of being put up for display somewhere. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I mean, who knows?
I mean, are your bones legendary? We could always cast legend lore, and I mean, you're pretty legendary at this point, Wangdoodle. I have to imagine that your bones would be equally so.
Especially in the way they were stolen.
Yeah.
Alternatively, we could just scry on your bones. I mean, we have you here. Like, that's all the component we need to actually scry on your bones. We have everything else of you here.
What's the Maginox equivalent of like eBay or Facebook Marketplace?
Well, there was a very lucrative like fucking blood and organ harvesting trade, like black market in Maginox until Rain murdered everybody. So
That is very true.
No, my market value.
what's the Kelly Blue Book on a set of kobold artificer bones?
Mhm. Depends on how used they are. How used would you say your bones are, sir?
I would say they're in good condition because the bones have have bore very, very little of the punishment Wangdoodle has received up to this point.
See, I'm just now coming to the realization that this person has Wangdoodle's bones, but he has 2 sets of nose bones for reasons they don't understand.
Yeah, like, why is the nasal cavity also on the neck? Paleontologists
Why are there
everywhere.
2 sets of these nose bones?
Hey, I'm more concerned about whatever person has these bones, because the nature with which like this happened was very random happenstance. So some poor person is just suddenly in possession of a kobold skeleton, whether they wanted it or not. They're just like, what do I do with this thing?
I feel like they had to have wanted it for this to happen.
I don't think that's how the slow works.
That's true.
No, you have to think there is a non-zero chance that Bones showed up and identified a serial killer that had been eluding law enforcement up to that point.
Ugh.
Or what if it's just
so
some
you
witch
framed
that
an actual serial killer for a murder he did not commit, but you busted him anyway? That's amazing. I love this.
There's an equal chance of that happening as there is pawn shop.
Or he pissed off a witch or something.
Just some witch in the forest.
Ah, yes.
Kobold bones.
What are these bones doing here?
Don't
I was
mind
watching
if I
Christina
do.
update the art in real time.
The other art for Wangdoodle, the seeing the double Wangdoodles was actually annoying me. I should just cross that out and put a blue dragon token on there.
Just put a blue tinted like ditto on the screen. It's more accurate.
So if I can rest, I can try to get your bones to us, or we could try to scry on your bones and figure out where they might be. These are all things that I kind of have to spend quite a bit of energy doing, though. I can only kind of do one thing at a time each day. So Kozlo might have to work on plan B, which is enhanced bones. Maybe not dynamite bones, though, Kozlo. Maybe something a little, I don't know,
Aww.
more longevity.
Dynamite is forever.
Well, let's solve one. Everybody take a long rest.
Oh,
But
thank
by
God.
definition, dynamite is not forever, right? Like, that's the least fun kind of dynamite, is dynamite that lasts forever, right?
The spirit of dynamite lives forever.
Right.
Let's see. Right, I need to long rest.
Wangdoodle, when you're done long resting. Oh yeah, I mean, you will also need to, long rest your
I'll
character.
put that exhaustion level back.
Wangdoodle, since you are currently a dragon, make me a Constitution save.
From the dragon profile.
Yes, please.
Constitution save. It's better than my regular one.
Okay, and we'll leave that as that. Wangdoodle, after you long rest,
dude.
you are still a dragon. But also, you found that the normal like flange that goes down your back, the set of scales that goes down from top of your head, the tip of your tail, is now fur, like a lion's.
Yay!
The slow is actively changing.
Just call me a Highland blue dragon. This is fine.
Wangdoodle, you as a dragon have sprouted a mane like a lion's. It also rings your neck down by your shoulders.
Wonderful. For some reason, the way you described that made me think that it's basically a dragon with like a friar's cut, even though that's not what you described. That's
Little
picture
the
that
bald
went in my head
patch on the
originally.
top.
Yeah, just that bald patch on top with the nice ring.
We pray to the priest of Wangdoodle, the Church of Wangdoodle. Oh, wild magic roll. But other than that, you still feel relatively miserable. Your exhaustion level has not increased. But you definitely do notice the change in your scales. I say fur.
This is new to me. This is the most hair I've ever had.
Kind of a novelty having hair. Pickles.
What?
Jerry, I hear you talking, but I think you're muted.
I don't know why my mic is being weird. Basically, I made a joke saying that he had the choice between dragon and cat, and he somehow picked both.
kind of somewhere in the middle. He's getting towards that dragon cat form. All right.
It's fine. This is all fine. Nothing's gone wrong yet.
The Saga of Wangdoodle's Bones, Part 2. What is the plan from here? Are you going to retrieve his bones? And add a little pizzazz to them, bedazzle them a little bit? Or are you going to put him in a cauldron, stir him up like a stew, and hope he comes out clean? What's the plan?
I mean, sanity is optional with this group, so.
Well,
You're just hoping. You're hoping he comes back with the same level he currently had.
Also fair.
I think
I mean,
we can improve him.
I think we can make him stronger.
I don't think we have an option that's not like if Wangdoodle wants to investigate the slow, and we also want to get a skeleton back inside Wangdoodle. I don't know that we really have an option to do that normally without the cauldron. Unless we give regenerate a try.
Yeah, who knows it regenerate?
I mean, Rain can cast any spell once.
Hmm.
So, like, Rain could cast regenerate, but we also do have, like, a high-level druid around. We could call up Catherine. She probably knows regenerate.
What do you want to
This
do,
would be a great
Wangdoodle?
time for the.
It's your bones, buddy. What do you want to do?
I think there's a good argument to be made that, if the Dirt Wizards are going to have their part in the college campus, that they should make a donation to the academics by helping with regeneration.
All right.
Oh, Annalie's also a dirt magician too, isn't she?
Yes.
Could we try that and start the plan B? Unless, Kozlo, you have something you wish to do?
I mean, Kozlo's plan at this point would basically be start tinkering with whatever he had and see what he comes up with. So I don't know that he necessarily has a plan so much as is excited by the prospect of making a set of bones.
I like that.
He's not really a think about it sort of artificer. He's more of an orc artificer than anything.
Make it work.
So
We'll paint him red.
we have Kozlo the vibe coder going on over here.
Exactly.
Paint the bones red to match the blood. Yeah, so they're camouflaged.
And it makes them do more damage when they explode.
Yeah.
If you paint them purple, they go invisible. Then they can't be stolen again.
So do you send a summons for Catherine to meet you somewhere?
I think so. I think we try the low-hanging fruit first. Yeah, Wangdoodle.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And who knows? Maybe that gets you into a stable enough state. Maybe it doesn't get you all your bones. Maybe it gets you some of your bones.
It certainly has the potential to be uncomfortable.
Well, I have to imagine regrowing bones is quite painful.
All of them.
Mm-hmm. So we will get rid of when Catherine gets here, because she's going to need to see this whole situation. We'll need to get rid of his dragon form.
Do you think the bones grow outward in or inward out?
I think we're about to find out.
Like, do you think it starts with his fingertips and toe tips, and then like goes up, or do you think it like starts with like his rib cage and branches out?
Hopefully, like probably cranium and rib cage, so he doesn't suffocate to death. Waiting for them to regenerate.
Where do you summon Catherine to?
Let's do House Lunesti. There's like, we have plenty of rooms at House Lunesti to like...
Yeah, the problem is fitting an adult blue dragon inside your house.
Oh, no, sure. I guess that's true. Then I guess we do it at the college, because half of Styx Manor is burned down, so there's plenty of points of egress for a large dragon.
Okay, that's possibly a little better. I'm not sure Wangdoodle would fit through the doors of your house.
Yeah. I probably should have made him like a fucking sapphire dragon so he can change his shape at will, but Rain was not thinking in the moment, so...
boneless! Blue!
He's blue! Make him a blue dragon!
Alright, you all send for summons. Send Catherine a summon. You meet at the ruins of House 6?
Yeah.
Where the college
which is being
built.
remodeled. Yeah. Let's also call for Alara, because Alara is a cleric, right?
It is.
Clerics do shit that's healy. Maybe Alara just knows how to regrow bones, actually. Like, that's maybe just like a normal thing for her.
Let's dream you up some bones.
Hey, we didn't try that. That's an idea.
Oh my god, we could
bones.
make an illusion of Wangdoodle's schedule and make it real. Well, I don't know how long that lasts.
Not long enough. Well, I mean, maybe long enough for the surgery. We're basically trying to do like the opening sequence of The Fifth Element right now. We need to 3D print this man some bones.
You send for Catherine, a vampire. And you send for Alara, your mother-in-law, a cleric of questionable origin.
That's like the least interesting, but like your mother-in-law, that's like the least interesting aspect of Alara. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's a footnote of a footnote.
Yes, but possibly the most long-lived vampire in Maginox. Once the wife to a former ascended Lokari Polaris, the actual namesake of the region. She is surely full of wisdom. They meet you on the outskirts of the rebuilt college, where Annalie gives you a kind wave, but sees the important figures approaching and makes herself somewhat scarce. Out of respect, of course. Though she does, you see her peering out the window of the college at the sight of a big blue dragon. The two ominous figures, Catherine, full of her blonde-haired glory, appears gracefully, while Alara simply soft heel, barely making a sound, tiptoes along. They meet you in the large outer court of the former House Styx, and both give you kind nods. Though you see Catherine's brow rise as she sees the massive blue dragon that was once Wangdoodle.
Wangdoodle, would you like to explain the predicament? Or should I? Rain gestures to the dragon, so it's clear who we're talking to. For Catherine and Alara's sake.
Yeah, hi, how's it going?
I was not expecting that voice from that creature, but go on.
Yeah, I understand this can be a little disconcerting for people on the other side. Let me tell you, it's not great for me either. Anyway, long story short, my bones are gone.
Your what? Your bones?
Yeah, see, we were working to stabilize something in the plane of air, and everything was going fine, and then my bones were missing.
You buried the lead there a little bit. There was some shenanigans with Slow involved, Wangdoodle. Maybe don't leave out important details for the diagnosis.
I have to say that is the most disturbing thing I've possibly heard. I just assumed you were stuck in some sort of shape-shifting form and needed some advice on how to get back to normal. Now that it is much more complicated than that.
In an abstract way, up until the advice part, you're right.
Alara and Catherine exchange concerned glances. What is your current train of thought regarding the resolution of your missing skeleton?
Well, I'd like to get the bones back if I could. Or get my body complete with bones that are preferably my bones, but I'm not strictly held to the idea that it must be my bones.
What are you implying?
Is there a way for me to regrow the bones?
You hear Catherine suck air from between her teeth. Possibly. She walks up to you and kind of takes your head in your hands and gives your skull a little squeeze.
Okay, yep, be careful. Just full disclosure, I am poisoned by Slow.
She removes her hands. I see.
Yeah, so if you're worried about me experiencing a whole lot of pain or something, I'm on a fast track to death as it is.
From at least what Rain has described, in the presence of the Slow can cause magic to go awry, and potentially regrowing bones, whether through magical means or unnatural ones, would have very serious consequences, including death.
Okay, so regrow bones, possibly die. Don't regrow bones, possibly die.
It is hard to regrow something from nothing. There has to be some sort of starting point. Alara clears her throat and kind of interjects. You may not know this one, but my Chris's father, my second husband, was a renowned artificer, and he actually was able to replace an entire skin of mine with Mechanica. My heart, my own anyway, has been replaced with springs and sprockets. It is an artificial heart. Have you considered doing something as such? Replacing your bones with
Dynamite!
Perhaps not as explosive, but you
No!
have all the knowledge of an artificer. Have you considered reconstructing a skeleton anew?
Wangdoodle just turns his head to look at Kozlo. Alright, they're saying we should build. They're saying that, any other option, not a good option. So I guess we're building.
Did we have a way of inserting said skeleton, though? I think that's been our concern with that. I mean, aside from Kozlo's dynamite skeleton concept proposal, it's on the table. I think we have other.
Kozlo will pull a couple of sticks of dynamite out from his bag and just start duct taping them together in various ways.
It is true. It is possible to augment what was once there before. When Kronos and attempting to conceive, she says kind of shyly, the intent of the artificial mechanical heart that was given to me was to breathe in some semblance of life to my body. I am, after all, a somnivore, what one would call a dream vampire. Different from vampires, similar in some ways, and unable to bring a child into this world. Through the magic infused me, the semblance of life. Eventually, Eris was born. Perhaps something similar can. It took a great deal of skill, artificery, nothing short of a miracle to happen. I have full confidence in the skill of you and your friend. Even if Kozlo's initial ideas are questionable, to say the least, he has a good idea in mind. You can be born anew. And hence, that is what you.
Kozlo has strapped several bits of dynamite together along with a large bomb so that it just looks like a giant, chicken drumstick.
Though, know this. It is incredibly risky. And I put my life on the line in order to remove my. Face it. It would be a risk you would have to be willing to take, including no small amount of pain. I do not wish that on you. The choice is yours.
Okay, so I don't want to be rude here, but there's no way for me to be in my current situation and not be staring down death. There's just not. So
Death comes for us all, little one. Though I never have tried to turn something into a vampire that didn't contain its bones. Though vampires do have some native regeneration. Though I stand by the theory that regeneration cannot come nothing. You might just be an eternal entity, a boneless puddle of flesh.
Or you could be like Bronx!
I do believe Bronx still contains his skeleton. But yes, vampirism and being born anew is a potential untested theory. I've not had something live without bones to test it on. I don't wish to risk it on you.
Yeah, I really don't want to add vampirism to, being affected by slow and its various effects and everything else. That just seems like it's just gonna go too many factors at play. Let's not go down that route.
I agree. Though Alara's suggestion is sound and tested, it is more theoretically possible to regenerate the sinew and muscle that connects your bones together to a new skeleton, as opposed to regrowing bones from nothing.
Okay, new skeleton it is.
Though,
Kozlo.
what about the slow that is currently in your body?
Yeah, see, that's kind of a twofold problem. We do know that it affects dragons at an enhanced rate, and well, Sik had to get tattooed, so I had to nearly kill my mom to save my mom, and that's a whole other trauma for another time. But there are ways to slow it down, which again require, unless I'm tattooing myself, requires someone else to be willing to nearly kill me to do that and then also suffer the effects. And that's kind of another problem. It all gets kind of ugly. No matter what, I'm kind of facing death.
Well, if you were to face death, the best place to do it is in Maginox. At least you would be in company. Perhaps the Umbrellans can prevent your soul from untethering to your mortal form. Your mind cannot handle the pain.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out about that. But so far I've handled explosions, various forms of burns, whether they're chemical or elemental. Pretty recently, before I lost all my bones, I was kind of yeeted into some strong concrete support walls. I've gone through some pain. This is probably gonna hurt more though.
You are a hardy one, that is for sure. I do not doubt your bravery, nor your strength. It's just, mortal form can only take so much before the mind snaps.
I think I've written down most of my notes.
His mind wouldn't necessarily need to be present for it, right? For the procedure, I mean.
It is true. We could...
Or your happy place, Wangdoodle.
Could placate some of that and put his mind in the dreaming while the procedure occurs.
My happy place requires bottomless dollaritas.
But that is something I would like the opinion of the Umbrellans. It would be important for the soul to not reject the new body if any drastic changes were. The reborn, some that come back, things are too different, the trauma is too strong. They come back wrong. Without really a semblance of immortality. As one of the beauties of Maginox, at least those that return, we can give them some semblance of life. But if your soul decides to untether due to the trauma, might come back different. Is that a risk you're willing to take?
Sure. My entire study has been on taking risks that would, potentially kill me. What's one more?
We're talking about doing this while you have the slow in you.
I think I further want to recommend the Feronian Brass then for your skeleton Wangdoodle, since we know that that already reacts with the soul and with the slow favorably. Something to consider.
At that point, we might as well make it an exosuit. Better chance for control.
You could somehow trap slow within the new bones if you wish to make them of Feronian brass. Perhaps you can minimize or even negate some of the effects.
Then yeah, that just makes sense to just make it an exosuit.
You also have the most
Don't put the
expensive
bones in the body.
world.
Yeah,
That might change how people perceive you. Again, is a question for you and you alone. Do you wish to feel the comfort? Much? Do you wish to become vocably?
what do you mean still?
Catherine actually looks a little sad. And Alara puts a hand on her shoulder.
Look, I'm not here for a pity party, okay? I had a pretty good idea that I wasn't going to really make it as far as I have. But now that I'm here and we're this close to being able to stop the biggest problem that we could possibly be facing in our time, I just need to be able to see it through. Once we know how to fix it, I don't have to exist anymore. We'll have the knowledge, we'll have the information.
Well, that is noble of you to say. Someone who's experienced extreme change. I've gone from being able to see the sun, living in eternal darkness. I suggest not changing your form so drastic. Even the slightest inconvenience can take a toll on the mind. There are some days where I miss the sight of the sun. I could not stand a life feeling the touch of it.
Wangdoodle looks over at Rain.
Would now be the appropriate time to talk about the fact I wasn't going to even have the cobalt body forever anyway?
Well, I mean, I think that's a bit of a far cry. You would still be organic even as Wangdoodle. You can still feel things. It would just be a change of form, no different than your dragon form previously. I think what you're talking about is something more... well, I suppose more like a construct at that point, like the soldiers in the Brass Army. And I think that's the concern that Alara is raising, is how much of you will still be you in that circumstance. And while your penchant for noble sacrifice is noted and deeply appreciated, well, I for one appreciate having Wangdoodle around. I would hate to only get part of him back.
While this very serious conversation is going on, by the way, Kozlo has been continuing to make a dynamite skeleton, and he keeps looking over at Wangdoodle, and then looking back at the dynamite skeleton and looking over at Wangdoodle and making small adjustments. It currently looks a bit more like an ostrich.
My suggestions are merely that. You do what feels right in your heart. Whether you wish to change your form entirely or still be Wangdoodle. The choice is yours. We can assist in the potential regeneration, flesh, and muscle into your skeleton, and separating your mind from the trauma that is sure to come. But the assembly will have to be in the hands of your... She looks over at the dynamite skeleton.
It's fine. I will assist Kozlo. It'll be fine. There will be Kozlo substantially less dynamite in the skeleton. Substantially.
Kozlo takes off one stick of dynamite and sets it on the ground and looks up like,
Huh?
A little more. Keep going. Keep going.
And we also have Esther. Like, we have other artificers who can also come in and help.
Well, we have Dr. Teddy MD, who's actually done this procedure before.
He
might not have
unfortunately
the...
is still a small stuffed animal. Adorable, yes.
Yes, but he might not have the physical dexterity to perform it, but he could probably guide another artificer to do so, correct?
True. If you assemble your crackpot team of artificers,
Crackpot is the appropriate... Yes, we do... Yes. So I'm going to assume, Wangdoodle, that you will prefer to not have Morris on your medical team. Your surgical team, excuse me.
Kronos' specialty was augmentation, the mortal form.
Here's the thing, is I don't know what will happen when Morris gets exposed, if he gets exposed to the slow.
Well, he's just a delicate, fragile human. Surely he's just going to, explode, right?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. So the part of me that says we should probably protect Morris, but then there's another part of me that says this is data waiting to be recorded. Now here's the only other question. Here's the only other argument I have. We know that the brass can contain the slow, right? So it's at the very least resistant to slow corruption, for lack of a better term, right?
Right.
Correct.
Which would, should we decide to basically make an exosuit and I get put inside of it, it would be to our best benefit that the person who's going to be interacting with the slow the most is the most resistant to the slow.
That's true, but it could potentially turn your inside, whatever's inside the suit, into a lovely soupy goo.
Which it has already technically done.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
Mm-hmm.
It could do the thing I already am. Don't let this wonderful, absolute exquisite body fool you. I am a mess. I don't look it right now, but I am a mess.
He's like a melted ice cream cone without the cone.
Yes, coneless.
I am a Cold Stone Creamery left outside.
If we can do some kind of replacement of your bones with the brass, there's nothing preventing us from building an additional exosuit for you. In fact, that's good data we'll have. We'll have more direct data on exactly how the brass holds up to the slow, which would be vital anyway. We should have plenty of the material. You're small in stature. We've only used some of it. We don't have an infinite quantity, certainly, but it would still leave us a little bit for emergencies, I suppose.
There is another option. When I think about it, there is the potential to rip your soul from your body, put it in a ship, like some sort of ghost.
Well, now we're just straight into construct territory.
So
True. It would be
we were trying to
forsaking
avoid
your
construct territory.
It would be forsaking your reality, yes, but it would free you from the ravages of the slow, and potentially still keep your mind intact. Survive the untethering. It's my unfortunate. His soul torn from him and placed in a small stuffed animal.
Critically, though, nobody here has actually done that. That was House Vicatus, and
It was a
Well,
result of
we have-
soulcraft, which is banned in Maginox.
Well, we're not so far off talking about Soulcraft anyway, but at present, nobody has performed that specific procedure, although we do happen to know an expert Soulcrafter who may or may not be available.
Oh? And who would that be?
Well, Narcissa, of course. Who, by the way, we probably should actually go have a conversation with her. I think we've mostly resolved the situation and we can probably, have an amicable conversation with her now. But that's beside the point. That's really only if Wangdoodle wants to be, well, a construct, frankly.
Then your options are thus. You build a skeleton in order to contain the slow. And then you wrap the flesh around it, like a sock on a foot. Or ask the Lich to untether your soul. And if she doesn't devour it entirely, fixate it inside of a cage. Say your predicament is not pleasant, Wangdoodle. Not in the...
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that second one, like right now. Just absolutely not.
Yeah, the options are construct Wangdoodle with a Lich, Warforged Wangdoodle with the assistance of a team of surgical artificers, or repaired fabricated skeleton with team of surgical artificers. That's where we're at.
Refurbished.
Yeah. Refurbished.
Oh my god.
Refurbish and maybe slight upgrade. We don't know what you could do with the brass's bones.
It's very true. There's a lot of data to pick up here, and now you're speaking the artificer language.
Well, Wang.
Rain's been doing the applied industrial thaumaturgy for a very long time. She's been surrounded by artificers literally her entire career. Up here.
Well, Wangdoodle.
No stranger to the nonsense.
What are you thinking? What are you leaning towards? Augmentation or replacing?
No, I'm not going to offer myself up to someone that would very much like to devour me or imprison me. Neither of those really fit my schedule. We're gonna go with the let's make the brass bones. Why not? It'll at least save me the trouble of tattooing terrible toxins into my skin.
And then all we have to do is replace everybody's bones with brass, and then no more slow problem.
Or we
right?
finally get to the point of being able to neutralize the slow, then we don't have to replace everyone's bones with it.
That's true. Actually, it would test the theory that you have of using the brass as some kind of containment for the slow. That we would need so much more of it to do that effectively.
Yeah, but we got the recipe for how to make it, right? That's kind of part of the whole thing that we're doing.
Do we?
I thought we did.
I guess we did get notes about how it was made.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah, we could fabricate more. But also, I think there's the element of if it can contain the slow or if it can actually neutralize the slow. We don't know that for sure. If it turns out to be something that actually functions more as a neutralizing agent, then we know quite a bit more about its nature.
Yeah, the problem with the Feronian brass is also that, one, it takes materials from the Nine Hells, and two, has to be crafted in the furnaces.
Yeah, but we're cool with those guys now, so that's fine.
So in order to get more Feronian brass, you would have to reopen the City of Brass.
Yeah, we're doing that anyway. Hey, we got this, guys.
It is on the
That
to-do
is an
list.
in-progress task.
That's just that's just a sub bullet on that particular quest log entry.
Then let's do this. You gather your team of your best artificers, and I will bring Kronos. Together, we shall fabricate Wangdoodle new and appropriate skeleton. And then, with Catherine and Lena and Maya's help, we'll do our best to ensure that the reconstruction is smoothly. And we'll attempt to regenerate your existing muscle and sinew with a new skeleton. While I will place you in a dream far away from the ravages of the body, and perhaps fail safe. Your soul decides to untether and reject the skeleton entirely. You may have to ask Lena to grab it before it escapes Arctis. It's not a poor thing.
The only sure thing I got right now is that I'm going to end up dead if we do nothing. So, you're not going to get the fear of me losing everything, because that's on the table.
Then, for now, Wangdoodle, steel yourself, or remember what is most important. Your friends and your family. Remember what's important. Those things will keep you tethered to the mortal plane. The further you diverge from your mortality, the harder it will come to return. There needs to be something, whether that's higher purpose, passion, love, something that anchors the mortal plane. Alara gives the dragon Wangdoodle a pat on the head. We'll give you some time to assemble your team and send for us when you are ready.
Sorry.
Kozlo chokes on some dynamite.
Yeah.
But no, you may not have much
A lot of gunpowder
time.
in there.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll get the team together. I've got some notes that need to be transcribed anyway, because I might not be able to write the way I used to. It's fine.
Bring
Look,
the brass.
don't worry about me. My job is not done yet. I still have an obligation to meet. I don't think I'm going anywhere. But I've also never gone through this before, so who knows? But I expect that we're going to do this well.
Nothing's killed any of
not
us
like
yet.
It's baby. Yeah, it's not like it's baby's first ritual. This isn't ritual casting 101. We've got, allegedly experts here.
This is just a little bit of light surgery. It's not like a big fuck-off demon or something trying to murder you.
Realistically, just installation of a skeleton is just a step outside of outpatient procedure.
The creation of
we
the
could do that at the
skeleton
urgent care.
The creation of the skeleton, what will take the longest, will most likely be the most arduous process. The regeneration, however, I hope as quickly, for our sakes.
No, don't worry about the skeleton. I got that covered.
He has a pile of bombs in the corner that looks vaguely like a platypus.
That is concerning. Then we shall see you tomorrow evening. We'll go from there.
Sure,
Also,
sounds
have you
good.
ever actually seen a kobold? Like, ever?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
I'm asking because your suggestion of what constitutes a kobold skeleton would suggest that perhaps you have not actually been seeing kobolds and perhaps have been seeing something entirely different. Like, perhaps there's some kind of a hallucination.
Well, we were
They're around them.
improving on it, aren't we?
Oh.
We never got Kozlo's eyes checked. I think that was on the to-do list a very long time ago.
Yeah, like, do we need to get Kozlo glasses? Like while we're doing the Grey's Anatomy episode, do we need to get Kozlo's eyes checked?
You need some LASIK, yeah.
All right, everybody.
You know, this could just be a momentary episode from that, potential pregnancy going on.
We'll just sneak that in there during the surgery. Oops, Wangdoodle's pregnant.
Wait a minute.
All right, everybody. With that will be the end of the session. Wangdoodle has decided to forego finding his skeleton. Instead, rebuild a new one from Baronian brass, hopefully containing the slow inside of himself. The rest of the procedure goes swimmingly. Catherine will attempt to regenerate the muscles and sinew onto the new skeleton, while Alara will separate his mind into the dream and ensure that he does not have to go through the pain and trauma of what is sure to be a terribly painful process. Just in case something dire happens, Lena might be able to grasp you, decide to untether. This will take some time to build the skeleton. And, in a lot of luck, that is for sure. And we'll also use a store of your Feronian brass. Will Wangdoodle be reborn with his Feronian brass skeleton as some sort of small, scaly Wolverine? Or will he lose himself? We'll find out next week. That is the end of the session for today. We will continue this and the regeneration of Wangdoodle next Monday. Thanks for playing with me. Sorry for going a little long, but I think that decision needed to be made in order to figure out, does Wangdoodle want to be a construct, or does Wangdoodle still kind of want to be Wangdoodle?
Nobody cares about any of that. What about my power-ups? That's all I care about.
Yeah, C-Swab's whole, big epic moment did sort of get overshadowed by the fact that, Wang was a puddle. So, props C-Swab on being the fucking storm now.
C-Swab literally saved the entire world.
He did. And actually has his sister with him now, Kozlo.
Oh.
Didn't even know I had a sister.
Now she's
Yeah,
part
you
of
two should have
forever.
a conversation about
Yeah, now she's in you.
That's weird.
Gross.
Help me, step bro. I'm stuck.
No, no.
Did you say step crow?
Step
crow.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
Step
All right.
crow. Oh no,
All right, you
I missed
sickos.
that.
D&D after dark.
Who his?
We
How
will
would
hope.
you build your Wangdoodle? Tell us, and we'll discuss it next week.
Build a
Should we
Wangdoodle
give him
workshop?
cannons for arms?
Oh, that's what we should do. We should totally have chat vote on what upgrades Wangdoodle gets.
Cannons for
We
legs?
can make that happen, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Bodie
cannon legs.
McBoatface.
Give me the rocket jump with cannon feet. Let's go.
Suddenly, Wangdoodle finds himself with a 15-foot movement speed. Just as canon intended.
Don't worry, we'll just ride we'll ride the ornithopter like it's a dragon, just point our cannon feet down and just do drive-by strafing run.
All right, everybody, you are free to go. Think about the consequences of your actions, and we will do some major surgery next week. Hopefully, Wangdoodle will live. But until then, next Monday, 6 o'clock. I'll see you then.
50-50.
All right, Wangdooge. Get out of here. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Later.
Bye. Well, that is it for Arctis today. What happened? Apparently, C-Swab saves the world and returns the winds to the plains. Everybody has to figure out how Wangdoodle is going to get his skeleton back. Let's just make him a new one, shall we? Want to catch up on the lore and the VODs? Check us out on YouTube at Arctis DD. If you just want bite-sized parts of our sessions, YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky, where you can watch our YouTube shorts. They're doing pretty well. I hope you get a couple laughs out of them. Want to tune into the session? We start at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific every Monday, right here on Twitch. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for watching. Shout out to chat. Shout out Goose. Hey, how you doing? Etc. Thanks for dropping by. Starting Zone, thank you for the raid. Spencer, what's going on? Gamer Dad, yeah, regrowing bones would be very itchy. Very traumatic. But it seems like the players have a plan. Hopefully, Wangdoodle will live through. I hope to see you all next Monday, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.